So number one is that women love cuddles. I know almost every person out there should know and expect women to like cuddles. I haven't come across any women that doesn't love to have cuddle time. So just expect that a lot. Us men, we be working long hours, and we want to come and see our girl, and then gets right to the action. But then you gotta go through the whole cuddle phase and do all that nonsense. Almost every guy out there, or every guy out there, should know that women love cuddles. If you haven't been with a girl yet, you must know that they love cuddles. Loves them. So don't be expecting to come off work and go over to Shawty's house and go straight to action, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna want to lay on the bed and just hug you and stuff for half an hour, and then once you deal with that, then you can go do the fun stuff. But yes, women love that. Perhaps it's because majority of the women that I seem to attract are younger than me. So I haven't really dealt with a woman on the older side. I mean, I've dealt with women that have been a few years older than me, but I'm talking about like 29, 30-ish, or maybe a little bit younger than that. I'm not sure if women grow out of that aspect. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure that they still like their cuddle time, but from my personal experience, I haven't dealt with that, so I'm not sure if it's as frequent as the women that I deal with. Number two, another common one, is that women love men clothing, and I mean loves them. So expect your hoodies to be taken. I mean, it's almost guaranteed. It's a fact. You're gonna check your closet, and one of your favorite hoodies is gonna be gone. I mean, deal with it. That, or it depends on the girl. Maybe she's just gonna straight up stealing it without even asking you, or she's gonna nag you until you give her one of your hoodies. That's just them. Whether it's your big t-shirts or your big hoodies or whatever, it's just their way of you being close to them when you're not there. That's ultimately the science behind it. Number three, height isn't as important as it seems. From my personal experience, as of the past few years, the whole if you're not over 6 foot, then the girl doesn't want to mess with you, and blah 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 blah. See, but back in the day, it wasn't like that. As of recently, it's just social media has brainwashed these girls, and it's almost like the women, they don't really think about it. They just follow a bandwagon, they just follow a bandwagon and just put crazy standards, like, oh yeah, if you're not 6 foot, then I don't do with you. Half the time a woman can't even tell how tall you are. I mean, you can look at lots of social experiments on YouTube of guys asking women to guess their height, and a lot of times they're not even nowhere near close. Their perception of height is completely off. It's just a number thing to them. I find it crazy when a girl's like, oh, my man has to be 6 foot tall, but I'm 4'11". Woman, you're not even 5 foot. How are you gonna have a crazy standard like that? I'm still towering over you. What are you talking about? Men are very insecure about the height, or they're discouraged and they feel like they can attract the women because of their height. Men, gentlemen, a lot of the videos that you see on the internet are you're watching Fresh and Fit or all these other big YouTubers. A lot of times they're in Miami or California and Las Vegas, and that's just a percentage of women. If you're going to California or Los Angeles or Vegas, whatever, a lot of those OnlyFans girls, and those women, and those women you don't even want to attract. Those women you don't even want to be with. If they're gonna completely disqualify you based off something that you can't control, you don't want to be with that girl. Period. So don't even feel bad about that. And a lot of times, like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, honestly, from my personal experience, I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but as long as you have the confidence, as long as you're well put together, like you maximize yourself in every other aspect, like you have a good personality, you can have a stimulating conversation, you can stimulate the girl's mind, you can maintain eye contact, you smell good, you dress nice, you have every other aspects filled out, you have confidence, you carry yourself with confidence. Height's going to be the last thing they worry about, and half the time they're not even going to notice it. Women don't really care about it as much as you think. I promise you. And if they do care about it, then move on. That's not the girl that you want to be with anyway. Either that's their personal preference, or they're just being stuck up. But whatever, move on. Alright, number 4 is closed mouths do not get fed. And what I mean by that is closed mouths don't get fed. Do you know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, let me explain. If you want to have some fun time, you're gonna have to make the move, because the woman sure as hell ain't. Us men, typically we are the pursuer and we are the initiator in almost every aspect in a relationship. So if you want some booty, you're gonna have to escalate things in a respectful manner. No, okay, we're gonna watch this movie and we're gonna watch some shows, whatever, and play some video games, and then, eventually maybe she'll start rubbing up on me and we get out. No. Almost every woman that I've dealt with, I had the one to make the move. Now, there's a caveat to that, and that is, unless they're very horny, then they might make it easier for you. Then you might not have to do less work, but you still might have to anyway. Or unless you're just with that type of girl, that knows what she wants in that moment, and that isn't shy, she'll pounce on you, then oh yeah, okay, then you don't have to worry about that. But those type of women are pretty hard to find. A lot of times women are very shy, or they're nervous, not necessarily nervous, they're shy and they just feel awkward. You're gonna have to be the one to make that move, because trust me, time will go on, time will fly. You guys get in the crib at like 3 o'clock p.m. expecting some stuff to go down, or you expect some stuff to go down, and then next thing you know, it's 9 o'clock and almost time for her to go home, and ain't shit happened. No. So you have to take action and lead that. And I'll probably do a separate video on how to escalate things and how without being a creep or fucking everything up. Because you can definitely fuck it up. And you don't want that. In a sexual manner, typically you're going to have to be the one to do that, because they're just not. They will waste your time. Even if you're just hooking up with a girl, then you definitely better escalate things, or nothing will happen. Nothing. And a lot of times they're going to expect for you to make that move. You have to be the leader. As men, as the leaders in the relationship, you have to be the one. You have to be the leader. You're the leader and they're the follower, and you guide them into whatever you want them to be guided in. Number 5, and that women test you. The testing stuff tends to be early on in a relationship, when you guys are both feeling each other out, or the girl's feeling you out. She wants to know how you handle certain things. And this doesn't even mean that you guys are already dating. This can happen before you guys are starting dating. She will do things to pre-qualify you or disqualify you. Like, if you do this, if you pass this test, that's a check mark. If you pass this test, this will put an X on you. Whatever her list is, That's what she would do. Once again, I can do a separate video on things that women do to test the men. That there's just a lot. Since this is based on personal experience, I actually do have a personal experience story on when I was tested on by a girl. But this was actually a story about like one of my exes, and we was both co-workers at a movie theater, and we was cleaning a theater at that time. We was just wrapping up, and as I was dumping the trash out and about to walk out the door to leave the room, she was behind me. She randomly said out of nowhere, "You're a fucking pussy." And I just stopped. Oh, and just to clarify, we wasn't dating at that time, but the tension was already there, and there was stuff that was already building up to it. And about to leave the theater, she just said out of nowhere, "You're a fucking pussy." And I'm like, what? I don't remember how I reacted, but I was like, I wasn't angry. What I do know is I wasn't angry when it happened. I was just thrown off. But now thinking about it and like really like analyzing, I know how it played out in my head. I remember exactly how it played out in my head. I don't remember the aftermath of that, but I know that I wasn't angry. And I know she kind of said it. She wasn't serious about it. But I felt like she was doing that to test me, how I react to like insults. Like if she was like just like bluntly insult me, how would I handle that? Would I just instantly get angry? Would I get butthurt? Would I get sad or whatever? Or would I have confidence and stand up and confront the situation? So I think wholeheartedly that was genuinely a test, and we never talked about that ever. It was just one of those awkward situations like, okay, and we just went on with the rest of our day. So there's a lot of other ways that a woman would test you. She can insult you to see how you would react, or she'd talk badly in front of you in front of her friends to see how you react, or like tease you or try to embarrass you, or she'd try to flirt with other guys in front of you. Like, women can get very nasty when it comes to testing a guy, and you really gotta know how to be able to detect those things and how you want to address that situation, because women can get pretty crazy with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just to go over everything. Yes, women, if you want some action, you gotta escalate things. If you don't say shit, nothing will happen. Women loves cuddles. Women loves men's clothing. She like to take your clothes. Women will test you. It isn't as important as you think it is. If you want some action, then you're gonna have to address the you're gonna have to escalate things, or shit won't happen. I mean, unless you're like a Scorpio like me, I have no problems escalating things. But I know, like, if I don't say anything, nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this content, hit the like button. That will help me out a lot. It will help the YouTube algorithm and help more people see the video. And if you want to see more content like this, or don't want to miss any more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. I do fitness, dating motivation, editing, acting, impressions, all sorts of stuff. That other stuff tends to be it's going to be on my other channel, but this channel right here that we are watching is going to be fitness content, dating, self-improvement, pretty much turning you into your ultimate self that you can be. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.